Hi.
So, last day of 2012 and French President François Hollande's end-of-year wishes are hotly anticipated.
That's right. Everyone's going to be watching him tonight at 8 p.m. His first New Year's greetings as president. Now, his 10-minute speech should focus on unemployment because times are tough. But according to Le Figaro, times are also tough for François Hollande. And it says that he's delivering his speech in a time of upheaval. And you can't help but think that Le Figaro is kind of rubbing their hands about this. Because over the weekend, Hollande was delivered a very tough blow from France's Constitutional Council, which deemed the government's super tax rate of 75% on individual incomes over 1 million euros was unfair and unconstitutional. Now, this social justice tax was one of Hollande's campaign promises, so Le Figaro points out that this is a slap in the face that could really undermine his credibility.
Okay, and even the left-leaning Libération has some criticism for Mr. Hollande.
That's right. They say that the fault of the Constitutional Council's rejection is entirely the fault of the government, and this is in their editorial. Libération says that they wishes that they could blame the Constitutional Council, which, according to Libération, isn't the most democratic of France's institutions because the 9 members were appointed under the right. But no, the reason that the Constitutional Council rejected this law was because the law was poorly designed. The tax is based on this individual income, but in France, tax is based on households. So the fact that there was this mistake, Libération just can't understand it. They say you don't have to be a tax expert to see that this was a badly designed law. And it accuses Hollande, and especially his Prime Minister, Jean-Marc Ayrault, of being amateurish. And if you look at the cover of Libération today, it says that the apprentices have failed, have been held back a year. And inside, Libération points out that this is just the latest in a long series of blunders from the government because the last couple of weeks, according to Libération, have been very chaotic, whether it's tax laws or housing laws or divisions within the government over the Marriage Equality Act. It seems like, according to Libération, the government just can't seem to do anything right, or at least can't seem to do anything seamlessly.
He certainly had a tough first couple of months, really, hasn't he? Now, in terms of Le Parisien, they also say that Hollande has a difficult 2013 ahead.
That's right. Now, they're channeling a little bit of classical mythology here on their cover. Instead of Hercules, it's Hollande's 12 labors in Le Parisien. And they point out that he has a tough job ahead of him. He has to deliver a message of hope in this time of crisis, and also he has to save his government's reputation, because Le Parisien also points out that the government is getting a lot of criticism for being amateurish, etc. And according to Libération, there will be traps and obstacles along the way, but one thing that's playing in Hollande's favor is the fact that 2013 is a year when there won't be any elections. So according to Le Parisien, he should really take advantage of that. So what are these 12 labors? Well, there's some very serious ones: curb unemployment, free the hostages in Mali, improve his popularity, and then there are some silly ones as well. He, according to Le Parisien, needs to get the French population to approve of his partner Valérie Trierweiler, and also he has to straighten his tie because Hollande is known for never having a straight tie.
Oh dear, he's got some fashion work to do as well, the poor man. Right, moving on to another story. French papers are picking up on a story from China via the United States.
That's right. It's a really chilling story in Le Parisien. I guess you could call it the modern version of The Message in a Bottle. Now, this is back in October, an American woman living in Oregon, opened a box of Halloween toys that she'd bought at Kmart, and inside she found a handwritten letter calling for help. Now, according to this woman, and according to the letter, what it seems to be is from a Chinese worker allegedly working under persecution in a labor camp. And in this letter, he asks whoever receives the letter to deliver it to the World Human Rights Organization. And the letter describes horrible working conditions. And an investigation has been launched because in the United States, it's illegal to import goods that were made under forced labor.
Wow, that's fascinating. Just finally, Flo, Libération has a special issue about the highlights of 2012.
That's right. There's some great photos in Libération special issue today. A couple of the chapters are the people who were elected. And there you see Barack Obama, Valérie Trierweiler, and François Hollande there, Kim Jong-un, Putin. There are lots of people there. Also, however, those that were left out in 2012. And you see some other photos of demonstrators in favor of Pussy Riot. There you see that striking photo of the back of a Sudanese man who was beaten up in Athens during unrest there. So a little mixed bag, but a good review of 2012 in Libération.
Okay, I look forward to reading it. Thank you very much, Flo. Florence Villeneuve there with our press review. Stay tuned to France 24.